after finding which month we are supposed to differentiate two things, that is inflow and outflow. Are we preparing for the month of February? No. That means this entry, the last entry, is not valid for our problem. We are least bothered about Feb and March, but let's calculate each and everything so that you get a clarity about it. Here what happens is the receipts is less, payment is more, so what happens is you get negative. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the last session of budgetary control. Now here in this chapter, we have the three main headings, that is flexible budget, sales budget and cash budget. Now today I'll be solving two of the problems of cash budget. Now we have the third problem is like this. I told you here students, whenever you get anything about cash budget, we are supposed to first identify from which month to which month we are supposed to calculate. That will be our first intention. So here a company wants to arrange overdraft facility. Now they have only said that they are supposed to go with overdraft facility. Now what exactly this overdraft is? Now when you don't have money, you are supposed to ask the bank. That is what the overdraft facility which you are supposed to go with from its bank from April to June. Which one? That is April to June. You are supposed to actually calculate. Prepare cash budget from the following information. So it is what? April, May and June. That are 3 months which you are supposed to prepare. Let's go with the first one here. Feb, March, April, May, June, they have given us sales, purchase, wages. I told you the second thing. After finding which month we are supposed to differentiate two things, that is inflow and outflow. Now sales is what? Inflow, that is receipts thing we will actually get. Let's go with purchases, that is expenses. So we'll go with expenses. Wages is what? Again expenses, it goes from your pocket, that is you are paying your laborers, again expenses. So we have one receipt and then we have purchase and wages. I told you the minute you get to know that there are 3 months, the first thing is what you are supposed to calculate, and you are supposed to know what is your opening balance. So the answer will be like this. You will write cash budget, then you will go with particulars. The first thing in the particulars, what is that? You are supposed to go with the entry, that is opening balance. Opening balance. Let's go with opening balance, and we are supposed to prepare for the month of April, May and June. Let's go with the additional information what we have. Additional information is the first information they say is about credit sales. Now sales is all about receipt. Let's check how much expenses we have. Wages is expenses. They are said is paid at the end of respective month. Respective month means in the same month. See example, they can tell you after 15 days, 11 days, whatever it is, that particular month you are getting. So that particular month you will actually put. Creditors are paid. Now creditors again does expenses. Cash at bank on 1st April is how much? 25,000. So what is this? This is the opening balance of April. Next, income tax payable, again expenses. Dividend payable rupees 20,000 in the month of February. Now are we preparing for the month of February? No. That means this entry, the last entry, is not valid for our problem. Now income tax, yes, we are supposed to take because it is supposed to be paid in the month of June. So let's go with our problem. The first one is the sales is there, but before that cash at bank is how much? 25,000. So we'll write here opening balance is how much? 25,000 rupees in the month of April. Next, plus we need to add all the receipts. Now the first receipts here is sales. Now for the sales, there was some adjustment. What exactly the adjustment is all about? Now when we go with this, 50% of credit realized. Let me just erase everything here. Yes. Now 50% of credit sales is realized in the month following the sales. That means what? In the month of Jan, 1 lakh sales will happen. Just an example, I'm just giving it to you. This is the example. Example for sales. Now, in the month of Jan, say 1 lakh sales is happened. Okay. Now, if I get 1 lakh rupees in the same month, that is my sales. But what they said is, there is something called credit sales has happened. That means sales has happened but not credited. So it is a credit sale. Now, 50% of credit sale is realized in the month following the sales. So when is the sale has happened? In the month of Jan. But following month is what? In the month of February. So here what has happened? 50% of this is done. That means what? 50,000 I have received. How much? 50,000 I have received. Done. Now, remaining is there no 50% when other 50% in the second month. So, January second month is what? That is March. So, here I'll write here March. March, what will I get is, I'll get the remaining 50%. So, again here what exactly happens? I'll get here 50,000. So, this is what the thing what they are actually asking us. That means whatever the sales is, we will get it in the next 2 months, not in the same month, but next 2 subsequent months. 150% in February and another 50% in March. This is an example which I actually told you. Let's go with our problem now. The sales entry, what we will write here, sales entry, April, May, June, only those 3 we are supposed to calculate. Let's go with the sales. Here only I'll do the working note. This is the first working note for sales. For sales. So for that, what is that you should do is, you prepare like this. Here we'll write Feb, then March, April. Students, here, let me just tell you, the more you go with working note and the more you calculate like this, you will actually have an ease. It's like a cakewalk for you the minute you get cash budget. April, then May, and the last one is June. So we'll write the sales, what exactly the sales was. Okay. Now the sales was how much? 1,80,000. Then 1,92,000. Next is 1,08,000. Meanwhile, I want you people to calculate before me 1,74,000. And the last one is 1,26,000. 1,26,000. Now, what does the adjustment says is, sales has happened in February, but I'll get the amount 50% in March and 50% in April. The same way, March also 50% in April and May. Again, April ka you will actually get in the month of May and June, and it continues. And we are supposed to calculate for 3 months, that is April, May and June. We are least bothered about Feb and March, but let's calculate each and everything so that you get a clarity about it. So here what I'll do is, I'll write here the following month of the sales and the second month of the sales. So that is what they have actually asked us. That is February, next month, that is the following month, you will get the sales 50%, and the second month you will get the remaining 50. So here when we calculate, take your calculator. It's very mandatory that you are supposed to have your calculator with you. Let's go with this. 1,80,000 divided by 2, that is 90,000. So this 1,80,000 I'll recover where? That is 50% of it, right? So 50% here and 50% here. That means what? Here first month I'll get 90,000. In the second month I'll get here 90,000. So what has happened? 1,80,000 I have recovered. Next I should do the same thing for this. 1,92,000 is that. You divide it by 2. 192 divided by 2. So it is 96. Here in the April I'll get 96,000. In May I'll get 96,000. So this is the first month. Sales has happened in March. I'll get in the next month and its next month. Done. Next I'll go with April. 108. 108 divided by 2 is 54. So I'll get here 54,000. And here also I'll get 54,000. Next 174 is there. So 174 divided by 2. So 87 and 87. So here I'll get 87,000. And in the month of July, I'll get 87,000, but I'll not write it. The reason is I just want April, May and June to calculate. Now what has happened is, till here, it's done. Now you need to calculate what would be your sales in the month of April, May and June. So here what has happened, 96 plus 90, that is 186. So here what happened is 1,86,000. Now we have here 54 and 96. 54 plus 96, 150, that is 1,50,000. And the last one is 87 plus 54, 1,41,000. 1,41,000. So this is what my sales for the month of April, May and June, right? So this is what you are supposed to write. Let's go with the things. Now in the month of April, what is my sales? My sales is now 1,86,000. 1,86,000. Next, in the month of May, 1,50,000. 1,50,000. And June is 1,41,000. So this is what my sales for April, May and June. Let's go with the next adjustment. So my sales is done. I'll go with a tick mark here. Now in your question paper, please don't go with any of the tick marks because it will be considered as a malpractice. Now second one is wage. Wage are paid at the end of respective month. That means what? Whatever it is, that month itself you will get it. So before the wage, we are supposed to go with the total of opening balance and sales. And what is that termed as? This is called as total of A. We don't have any other receipts, so we are going with total. Now when we go with the total, take your calculator, 25 plus 186. So 186 plus 25. 186 plus 25. We have 2,11,000. So 2,11,000. Next, we are supposed to subtract what? All the payments. All the payments. Now, when we go with the payments, here what has happened is the first payment is purchase. Let's go with the purchase here. Now, payment column we have, that is purchase. After purchase, we have wages. Let's go with wages. And we have seen that wages adjustment earlier itself. That is the same month we are supposed to go with wages. Okay. So purchase is here, wages is here. Let's check the purchases column here. Now we have wage. Wage we will take later. Creditors are paid in the month following the month of purchase. So supposingly here, what is the adjustment? Jan I have purchased. But when will I pay? I'll pay in the month of February. When will I pay? I'll pay in the month of February. Same thing here. So let's erase everything. Let's go with the purchase. Now, February 1,24,000 is there. When am I supposed to pay? I need to pay in the month of March. Same way, 1,44,000 is in the month of March. But when am I supposed to pay? It's not about when the purchase has happened. It is when you will pay them. Only that should be registered in the cash budget. So here what happens is April. So we got April, May, June means here. This one, this one, this one. The minute you get the first entry, I'll tell you, you go for a tick mark. Later it is a next consecutive one. So we have 144,000. So we'll write here 144,000. For the month of May, it is 243. Now it is 243,000. Then we have is 246. 246,000. So we are done with our purchases. Now let me just delete everything here so that it will be easy for you to remember. Now purchases is done. Now wages, what happened is they said that in the same month at the end of the day you will actually get it. That is April is how much? 11,000. So the minute you get the first entry, the next three is the Again, copy paste 11, 10 and 15. 11, 10 and 15,000. Done. Next, purchase is done, wages is done. Next we have what? This is done, this is done. Credit is also done. Next is cash at bank 1st April. Now we have taken that as a opening balance, so even this is done. Next two is income tax and dividend is there, but I told you that dividend we are not supposed to take because it's in the month of February, which we are not calculating. So income tax payable is how much? 30,000, and it is in the month of June. So we'll go with income tax. Income tax in the month of June. How much is it? That is 30,000 rupees. How much? 30,000. So we'll write here 30,000. So we have taken each and everything properly. We'll again go with it. And what is this called as? This is called as total of B. Total of B. Now something we have is closing balance, which is A minus B. That is your receipts minus your payments. Now when we calculate this, we have 1550 is what we have. Now let's go with closing balance 211,000 minus 155,000. So we have here 56,000. So that means 56,000 is our closing balance of April. Now the closing balance of April will become the opening balance of May. So here I'll write 56,000. Now we need to calculate 56 and 1,50,000. It is 2,06,000. Now 2,06,000. Now here when we calculate, it is 2,53,000. Now yes, here what happens is the receipts is less, payment is more. So what happens is you get negative. In the last session I told you, whenever you get negative, you are supposed to write in the bracket. What is that you are supposed to do? You should write in the bracket. So here what happens is 2,53,000 minus 2,06,000. We have 47,000, which is deficit. So we'll write here 47,000. So here what happens is in the month of May, I'll not have cash. That's the reason I need to go with overdraft. That is the reason they are asking us to see that what is the overdraft which we are supposed to go with. Now the closing stock or closing balance of your May will be the opening balance of June. So what is that you will do is you will put it here in bracket itself, 47,000. So when you do this here, many of you will commit a mistake. You will just write 47,000. You will add with 1410. No, you're not supposed to do. Here what happens is this is a negative. Now minus 47,000 plus 1,41,000. That is what you are supposed to do. So here 141 minus 47,000. So we got positive, that is here 94,000. 94,000. Please do remember this point here. Whenever you get anywhere negative, you are supposed to denote that in bracket. That is where you will get to know that it is a negative one. Why is that we don't put minus here? Is we don't have anything called minus rupees. See, everywhere we have written what rupees. That's the reason we are not putting minus. It's a time where we are supposed to know that we are supposed to take overdraft from the bank. Now we have 94,000. Let's go with the payments here. If we calculate 246 plus 15 plus 30, if we go, it is 2,91,000. 2,91,000. Now we need to actually subtract, that is A minus B. That's how you will get negative here. Again, it is 291 minus 94. So it is 197. So again, it is what? Negative 197. 1,97,000 is what? That is deficit in the sense you don't have money. So that is the reason we are supposed to prepare cash budget, to know that in which month we'll have money, in which month we don't have money at all. See here in the question only they say a company wants to arrange overdraft. The company itself wants to arrange overdraft. Here only we'll get to know, no, sales is this much. See, nothing is going beyond 1,92,000. This is the upper limit here. 1,92,000 is the sales. But here if you go everywhere, you have 2 lakh, 2,43,000, 2,46,000, 2,68,000. That means purchases in this company is more than the sales. So that's the reason they know that overdraft they are supposed to take. So you are supposed to prepare cash budget, and we have prepared the cash budget according to the adjustment. So this is what the problem number 3 ends. Let's go with the problem number 4, which is a homework for you people. I'll just tell you this, what exactly this question is. You may feel that it is a similar question. The problem number 1, what we have done, the same question actually I have given you here. Now nothing has changed. The March, April, May, June, July, August, everything is the same. You are supposed to prepare for the month of May, June, July 2016, but one adjustment I have actually given, that is the additional information. Now here this is the same, here also the same. We have 2 months, we have 1 month same, but the only twist what I have done is lag in payment of manufacturing. In the first problem it was for 1 month, but now I have given how much? Half month. There is a lag in payment of half month, so you need to go with a proper working note. You are supposed to go with proper working note. Lag in payment of other and the selling expenses, that is other expenses and selling expenses 1 month. It's the same thing whatever I had given in the problem 1. The only one thing which will change is half a month. Because of that half a month, the entire problem, the answer actually changes. Now I'll just show you the working note here itself. Wages. What they say is, when it comes to the wages, they have not said anything, so you'll go with it. Manufacturing expenses we have, so we will just write this. Now in the month of March, April, then we have May, June, and you have July, August, but we are supposed to only go with May, June, July, isn't it? May, June, July. Here June, July. Let's go with August, just to show it to you what exactly happens. They said that 50% of the amount will be given in the same month. The next 50% will be given in the next month. That is what the lag in payment is for. How much? Half a month. There is a lag in payment of half a month. So here what happens? March we have 4,000. We'll write here 4,000. Then we have 3,000. Then 4,500. Next is 3,500. Next we have is 4,000. And the next one is 3,000. So this is what the manufacturing expenses is. Half a month. 4,000. Half you will actually pay in the month of March, and the next half you will pay in the month of April. So here what has happened is 2,000 you will pay here, the next 2,000 you will pay here. Same way here, 3,000 you will pay 1,500 here. The next you will actually pay in the next one, that is here you will pay 1,500. Now 4,500 is that divided by 2. That is what you are supposed to do. 4500, 45 divided by 2, that is 22.5. Here what happens is 2,250 here, the next 2,250 here. That is how you are supposed to calculate for each. And then what is that you should do is, you need to go with only May, June, July. May you should add these two. June you should add these two, then July you should add this. Now you are supposed to do all those things and then put it in your answers. That is how you will solve the problem number 4. So I have given you all the other adjustment which is similar to problem number 1. So what is that you should do is, you need to have your notebook, calculator. I told you about the lag in payment adjustment, how you are supposed to solve that. Now after that you are supposed to take a photo, and you know my mobile number, and you need to forward it. I'll check each and every person, and whoever will actually solve the problem very fast, that person will get a reward from my side. Until then, thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.